Hey guys, wanted to make an update video on Bitcoin, take a look at the charts, see what's happening at the moment. We haven't had a lot of action recently, been a lot of sideways chop. Looks like trying to induce retail into trying to pick a direction. What I'm still looking at is obviously after this big drop that we've had, there's not been any sort of serious recovery. But if we go down onto the 4-hour, we can identify this range that we've been sitting in. So we've got resistance at about 30,700 roughly, and support down at 28,640-ish. Now we've just been having a lot of sideways chop, a little bit of a fake out here. More than likely it's the big players kind of keeping us going sideways, trying to tempt retail traders to take a position to try and pick a direction. When we have a look at Trading Light, you'll see there are a lot of liquidations around this area here for people, trying to short, continue, for people trying to go long, catch a reversal. And it kind of just picks up all that liquidity that's left there when people get stopped out. I've been doing a little bit of trading in this range, not too much. I did short this overnight. I'm in Brisbane, Australia, so this was overnight candle during the US session. That one was quite aggressive. It looks like it was more than likely to take the weekend traders out. So we had this sharp move down on Friday. Then over the weekend, a little bit of sideways, and then had this move upwards, which would have, again, tempted retail traders that this was the move, this was the one they needed to get on. You could have drawn, there was a trend line, you could have drawn somewhere about there. So as soon as we got up over that, people are going long. People think this is the breakout. This is the time we're going to move out of the zone, which puts their stop loss, somewhere around here, some even below here, which caused this really sharp move overnight to grab that liquidity. We have a look at Trading Light here. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. I only just subscribed to Trading Light yesterday. So I'm no expert with it, but it is very, very handy. I've been putting it off. I've seen a few other people use it on YouTube, and it looked like a good tool, but I was putting it off a little bit, wasn't sure. But it is brilliant because you can actually see where all the big chunks of orders are. Like you can see there's some big orders below price right now. You got a couple 900s, couple over 1,000. 28.7 looks very, very strong there, which helps you. You can't trade kind of exclusively from it, but it does help you to know where to place your stops, where your take profits should be, and just help you identify the levels a little bit a little bit better. For example, last night while I was watching this trade, I entered about 30,280 was my average entry, and we started continuing up a little bit. And my stop loss was just above this resistance. I was able to go on to Trading Light, identify where the actual resistance orders were, where the larger orders were, and make sure that they weren't moving. If they all had have cleared out, then obviously there would have been some concern that we could have moved up. But they stayed in. They moved up a little bit, so I just adjusted my stop to take that into consideration. And it ended up being very, very handy. A big help to stop you getting stopped out. A lot of the times, you get stopped out and then it continues back the way that you thought anyway. So it's very, very good for that. I will include in the description a link for Trading Light. It'll give you a discount off if you do sign up and use it. Look, it's not a necessity. I do think it's very handy to take into consideration when trading, when trying to pick the moves, regardless of whether you're a scalper, swing trader, or more long term. So I'll leave that in the description. That way you can get a discount on it. So overall, what I am looking at is I am expecting a move upwards somewhere out of here. If I can get a good entry down the bottom of this zone, I will consider it. I'll keep an eye on Trading Light and see what the orders are doing there. but I am expecting a move up. We haven't had, like I said earlier, any sort of significant recovery. We've just had this really big downward move. So some kind of retrace would be expected. In terms of where we go, look, there's a few levels we could mark out. Around here, that 32.8 would be a mark. There's probably going to be a stop somewhere closer in here. So you might want to mark out these kind of levels. If it is a swing trade though, I'll probably search for the larger time frame levels to make sure that they are the stronger resistance levels. But yeah, if I can get a good entry here, stop loss would be just under invalidation. Stop loss would be around 27.7-ish. If we go down a time frame onto the 1 hour, you can see that there was a little bit of support came back in here after we jumped back up. Price held here. So my stop would just be just under that, and see what kind of risk reward we could get. But overall, that's an update. That's what I'm expecting. Obviously, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, do your own charting, work it out for yourself. But that's my opinion on it currently. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.